Mahatma Gandhi, the father of modern India. He is on all the currency notes in India. Here you can see 100 Indian rupees, 500 Indian rupees. Hey there, so the current exchange rate for the US dollar versus the Indian rupee is 65 rupees to 1 US dollar. So that means that 100 rupees is about $1.50. 500 rupees is about $7.50. So I'm here in my hotel room in Rishikesh, as you can see. A fairly simple but pretty decent room. Got some laundry that I washed, drying on the wall there. Attached bathroom with hot water, shower that goes onto the floor, and then you have a wet floor you have to deal with, and that is what some of these towels are for. A sink and mirror, a bucket there which comes in handy for doing laundry, a little shelf there. So India definitely is not as cheap as it used to be. Prices are going up, especially in the more touristy spots, and Rishikesh here is one of the most touristy places in all of India. I made a video, one of my first videos on YouTube that did well, that was about how to travel in India on $10 a day, and I filmed it here in Rishikesh. That was 5 years ago, and at the time then I had a room that was pretty similar to this one here, and I paid 170 rupees, which at the current exchange rate at the time was about $3 or so. This room, by comparison, is 1,000 rupees instead of 170 rupees. So that's about $15 per night here. Now this room does have one amazing thing that I will be showing you in just a minute, which is the incredible view. The guest house here is called Dev Ganga. It is in the Lakshman Jhula area on the Ganges River near the Lakshman Jhula Bridge, and I will be showing you more of the area in the course of this video. So I'll show you the view now. Check it out. That is the Ganges River flowing downstream that way into the plains of India. This is the foothills of the Himalaya Mountains here in Rishikesh, and that is the Lakshman Jhula Bridge. So you can definitely find rooms for cheaper than 1,000 rupees here in Rishikesh, especially if you are not too picky about the view, the location, the room itself. You can probably find rooms for 200, 300, 400 rupees, especially if you stay in one of the ashrams. There are various ashrams in Rishikesh, some of which you can stay at without necessarily having to participate in all of the various activities that are going on. You can just stay there as a guest, and like it's a hotel, and those can be super cheap. So I don't have any big plans for today as far as going on an excursion or renting a motorbike or taking a bus somewhere, but I'm just going to sort of cruise around Rishikesh and show you what I spend in the course of the day. But I put a couple of things on the bed here that I bought in the course of my time here in Rishikesh. I've been here almost 2 weeks now. So first I'll start off with my colorful socks here. Got these for 150 rupees, which is a little bit more than $2. These are thicker socks. They were 250 rupees, and so that's about $3.50 or so. I bought a book. I've been wanting to read this book for a long time, The Mountain Shadow by Gregory David Roberts. It is the sequel to his book Shantaram, which I read years ago. It is set in India. Excited to get started reading this, and I got it at a bookshop here in Rishikesh, and it was 500 rupees, which is about $7.50. And here I have a assortment of snacks for late night hunger attacks or whatever. Here we have 225 rupees for almonds. These are not particularly cheap, as you can see here. That is a little less than $4, but as you can see, it has a tag on it. That is, the posted official price, 225 rupees for that. This one is 130 rupees. That's about $2 for pistachios. Raisins are a bit cheaper. That is just 50 rupees or less than $1. And 245 rupees for cashews. Again, that is about $4 or so. But keep in mind that these are the prices at Lakshman Jhula in Rishikesh. Now, one quick clarification here is that the town of Rishikesh itself is down the Ganges River a couple of miles. This area on the other side of the river is where guests usually come to stay. All the temples and ashrams and everything are around here, and most of the guest houses and restaurants. And so you can come over here and you can just hang out on this side of the river. I haven't been into town or anything since I got here almost 2 weeks ago. However, the important thing to keep in mind is that it is more expensive here because it is so touristy. If you go into the town of Rishikesh and buy these same things, you probably aren't going to find an English language book. and you might not find a lot of other things that you would be looking for, but if you're looking for basic things that you can find, anywhere in India, then the prices will certainly be cheaper. All right, so now I'm going to show you my breakfast. I went to the Little Buddha Cafe, so I already had breakfast. I'm going to show you that now. And check this out, I have here a apple beetroot carrot juice. Looks amazing. ABC apple beetroot carrot, 110 rupees, which is a little less than $2. And then I also ordered a pancake, Nutella banana pancake, 90 rupees, or about $1.50. And fried eggs, 110, a little less than $2 there. So this whole breakfast is going to be about $5. All right, folks, and there we go. That is breakfast. That is definitely going to work. So one thing that I'll point out here that is common when traveling in India, especially in the more budget hotel rooms, is that it is a key lock that they provide for the door. You can see the latch there. It latches like that. But they probably have another key for this lock. In fact, you hope so, in case you lose the key. But I would rather not have a lock on my door in which somebody else has the key. So I have my own lock. And also wanted to show that in the morning, I like to have a hot cup of tea. And so I have a little cup that I bought here in India, like probably the last time that I was here. You can get these super cheap. And I also have one of these electric water heating units. It is very simple. You just plug it in, and then you put this into the cup once the water is in there, and plug it into the socket, and it heats up your water in a couple of minutes. Do not make the mistake of touching this metal cup while that is plugged in, because that is just like an electrified piece of metal there. And I did that once and ended up shocking myself. But these things are super cheap. It was 95 rupees, which is $1.50. And so I'm looking forward to getting out of the room here, getting out into the sun out there, and doing some exploring around Rishikesh. So, Dev Ganga Guest House is the place that I'm staying. Lots of shops that are going to be more expensive than elsewhere in India. Vegetables. And there's where I had breakfast. Awesome t-shirt. I'm tempted to get it. However, I already got one. I actually got this one in Nepal. And so up ahead here is the Lakshman Jhula Bridge over the Ganges River. Various stalls here where you can get all kinds of different things. So there you can see 20 rupees for sugarcane juice. They take the cane there, run it through that machine, juice comes out, 20 rupees, just the straight stuff. Some apples, more sugarcane juice, some different snacks there. What is this?
Rama fruit.
Rama
fruit.
Rama fruit.
Yes.
Wow, never seen it. Interesting. Thank you. All right, the Lakshman Jhula Bridge. My guest house is just down there. And as I said, then the actual town of Rishikesh itself is several kilometers down that way. This is a separate area that is relatively more peaceful, even though it is kind of a bit of a zoo. It gets a lot crazier. But a nice day here. It is fairly warm out in the sunshine. Someone kayaking down there, some people on a boat. Lots of temples around here. Amazing views from the top of that one up there. Heading up this way is going into the Himalayas. And so I'm now going to walk back down this way and go down to the other bridge, the Ram Jhula bridge, which is about 1 kilometer down there. As you can see, there are more buildings, different restaurants, guest houses, stuff over there. But this is a much nicer walk down this way. And so although Rishikesh is very touristy and it is very popular with Westerners, it is also a popular destination for Indians, in part because of temples like this one and the various other ones and all of the ashrams. Then Indians are coming here from different parts of India to visit Rishikesh as well, because it is a holy town and a all-around nice place to visit, and so it is a nice mix of Indians and foreigners, which keeps it from getting, you know, totally saturated and watered down by foreign tourists, and keeps it more authentic than it otherwise would be. And so there is the Lakshman bridge. And I'm now walking down this road, and then we'll turn onto a path that will go down to the Ram Jhula bridge. And it is always an interesting walk. There's lots to see along the way, from the animals to the sadhus, the Hindu holy men, to the various other foreign travelers that you see, and who knows what else. And so you just turn into this crack in the wall and walk through here, and it turns to a path that goes along the Ganges, the Ganga. A few random stalls here. That thing is so huge. And I've now come to the other bridge, the Ram Jhula. And so there's the Ram Jhula bridge. I will walk over that in just a minute. So this is kind of the more traditional, older area called Swarg Ashram. And there are various temples and ashrams and things over here. Here's a temple that I don't know exactly what it is. So up ahead is Chotiwala Restaurant, which I showed in a couple of previous videos, and it was established in the 1950s. So this area has been a, you know, like tourist spiritual destination for a long time. And for those who don't already know, this is also where the Beatles came in 1968 and practiced yoga and meditation with the Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. I already made another video giving a tour of the ashram where they stayed, which is down that way, like a 15-minute walk. But I'm now going to walk over to the other side because I'm planning to visit another ashram. The actual town of Rishikesh itself is straight out there. There's a road over there, and you can catch a rickshaw or taxi or tempo, and it is just like a 10-15 minute rickshaw ride down the river. No, just walking. Thank you. And so this is another area with lots of shops along the way. Jamarcus?
Yes.
How's it going, man?
Very good.
Was wondering if you were still around.
Yeah, I'm staying at Bed Nikitan right now.
Ah, okay, the one down there.
Yeah.
So how much are rooms there? This is perfect. You're on camera. I hope you don't mind.
No, I don't mind. I'm paying 100 right now.
100 rupees. It's still dirt cheap.
Yeah, it's still.
I was just down there yesterday, and I was like talking about it, and I was saying how like I'd paid 50 rupees or something like that at one point, and wondering how much they were. So.
Now, 100 to 150. I mean, my room was probably like the least expensive one. They had like one like, offshoot. I was just asking them for the cheapest one, and luckily I got that.
Yeah.
Some people pay 150, but I got 100.
And so that's like a bathroom down the
it's
hall
actually,
or whatever.
Yeah, it's like you come in and it's to the right, and it's right here. Like it's like a toilet in the middle and 2 buildings.
Yeah.
It's just like stone room, nothing. But
yeah,
I
super
like
basic, but it's quiet down there, and
way more quiet.
The mattresses are not the best, but that's what I remember.
Yeah.
So I ran into Jamarcus. He's one of my viewers.
Yes.
He's been watching some of my videos before coming out here to India, like first trip abroad, like first time out of the U.S.
Yes.
Okay. And because of my videos, then he ended up coming here to India. Yes. And so he recognized me like that was a week ago or something. So we've both been here for a while.
Big motivation.
Yeah, cool. How much longer are you sticking around for?
I don't know. I might be here for Rishikesh, maybe like another month or so. I don't know.
Okay.
Nice
I'm gonna keep on walking. So.
Yes. Awesome.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Take it easy. And so there's just all kinds of cool trinkets, and they're sort of more catering to like Indian tourists here. Shivananda Publication League, Shivananda Bookstall. So that's where I'm heading. Not right there, but the ashram, the Shivananda Ashram. The Divine Life Society, Shivananda Charitable Hospital. And the ashram is up here. It's across this road, Shivananda Ashram. And so I wanted to come here because I'm going to do a tour of this ashram, and in the process also talk about how I stayed here before 2 different times for a period of about 10 days on a retreat that they were doing that was like a Christmas to New Year's retreat. And I'm going to show the ashram, give a tour, and also talk about what happened, experiencing the various rituals and different like spiritual teachings and satsangs and chanting and stuff that happened in the course of that retreat. But I'm not going to include that in this video because this video is already getting long. So look down below for the link to a separate video in which I will be showing a full tour of this nice, peaceful ashram. How much? Okay. There we go, straight sugarcane juice. And so I'm back at the Ram Jhula bridge, up ahead here. I know you can't see much, just coming up to the bridge here, going to walk over the bridge, over the Ganges, and go find some dinner. So here you have Honey Hut, Prakriti Vedic Spa. I can't tell what that says. Fab India, Ethnic India, Tibet Fancy Collection. All kinds of different shops here. And there's a restaurant up here that I haven't been to that I thought that I would give it a try. So here are some dabas, they're called, which are like simple restaurants serving the basic Indian dishes. Hello, namaste. And so that's a good cheap option. But I think I'll go here to Ganga Yamuna Restaurant. Looks pretty nice, and I'm sure that they are decent prices. Hello, namaste. Indian, South Indian, and Chinese. and they gave me a bottle of water on the house, they said. So I went for the Thali Royal, 180 rupees, that is $3. And the Thali is a complete meal that comes with all these things: Shahi Paneer, Dal Makhani, Aloo Gobi, 4 tawa roti, rice and salad. All for $3. So a few other things on the menu. All these different dishes are 180, 170, 180, 160. So it's the same price for one dish as it is for an entire thali. So that is your best deal.
This is camera. Can I have a look? So you just do like this. Wow, so clear. Huh?
Yeah, it's GoPro.
Very nice.
Yeah, making a video of Rishikesh.
Very good.
Yeah. And so the total bill there came to 320 rupees. That was for the thali and a free bottle of water, a extra side of curd that I ordered separately, and the dessert there, the gulab jamun. So that is exactly $5 for all that stuff, which I would say is moderately priced for India for a little bit of a nice restaurant.
Namaste.
Namaste. And as you saw there, one of the sort of challenges of trying to film these videos in crowded public places in which other people are hanging out who don't know what you're doing, and so you just end up attracting attention just by the mere fact of pulling out a camera and pointing it at your dinner. Coming back to the bridge here again, pardon the darkness, and I'm now walking over the Ram Jhula bridge again. So pardon me for not explaining better what exactly I was eating there. And then the gulab jamun was the dessert, and that was those 2 little balls. They're just like really sweet balls that are kind of a doughy substance of sorts, and 2 was like more than enough. Like, that is just so sweet, but very good. And back here on the other side of the Lakshman Jhula bridge at the Shiva statue, and not many people around now. So I hope you enjoyed this video showing how expensive is Rishikesh and giving a little taste of the area here of Rishikesh. As I think I mentioned earlier in the video, then this is not actually the town of Rishikesh. The town of Rishikesh is a ways away. It's a few miles downstream, and so this is the more peaceful, touristy ashram temple area. Monkeys up there. And so the actual town is just a whole different experience than this place out here. And as you also may have gotten the impression, then making these videos in India with so many distractions around is definitely interesting, to say the least. All right, thanks for watching. See ya.